Hi Pisces, this reading is for you and the person on your mind. You may be in contact with this person at this time or may not. We'll see. Each energy is different for everybody. These are general readings. Feel free to like, share, subscribe if you choose. So Pisces, it feels like for some of you, you may be dealing with a Cancerian person or another Pisces energy. This energy, though, is somebody that is just getting, I feel like getting off the ground is how I'm hearing it, getting off the ground. So it's like there's something where it's like there's a um, very immediate push to communicate with you or to come forward towards you. I feel like this person is also basing this on, it's like they have to equate the amount of safety, stability, it's almost like certainty that they are bringing. I feel like this has been a very topsy-turvy type of energy just within themselves. And so here, it's like they know that the way that they come toward you, Pisces, is going to have to just be very open with how they feel, what's going on in their life, and also how they're rebuilding is how I want to feel it, how I say it, how I see it, how they're rebuilding. There's something about that here. But it's like, is it enough? And also, I want to say, like, time will tell. Time will tell. So if they've gone from like a very like bleak period, it's been very detrimental in their life at this point, where they've been kind of like in this shell. It feels here, Pisces, that this person is looking at what they currently have and saying, is this enough? And that's where the time will tell comes in. That's where the energy of, well, time will tell. You know, you can't promise me all of these things and not deliver. And so I feel like that's kind of an energy that's being presented here. It's like, what can you actually deliver here? What do you have that is so of value? And that sounds so horrible, but it's just like, I feel like this feels like maybe in the past, like the lack of communication or the things that this person did not communicate wasted your time. It feels here the way that they want to connect with you, it's like they've been removed. Okay, they've removed themselves. This can also be a situation where they've had to start from ground zero, which is kind of dicey to me, just because it's like, if you're going to take on a situation, if you're going to be connecting to somebody, Pisces, you want some level of stability. This person presents themselves as somebody who doesn't have that or did not have that. This also could be somebody that's coming out of recovery or like dealing with certain situations that have kept them in a very limited experience in their life, but that's also going to directly affect you. And I feel here that there's an energy where this person needs to look at their actions, their experiences, and how they affect you, and not blame you. I feel like this person withheld a lot from you, but also it's like they blamed you for certain things, or they put certain responsibilities on you that were not fair. And it's like, to they get defensive if you bring things up, or they get defensive if you communicate your needs, or they get defensive if they have to like be honest about something or be accountable about something. It's like very combative energy, and that needs to stop. You know, I feel here that this person is recognizing that that type of like behavior doesn't get them anywhere. It doesn't secure your relationship. It doesn't make you feel good. And so here, Pisces, it feels like this energy is somebody that is realizing, the way that I've behaved is not helpful. I need to come from a place of centered love and honesty for Pisces, but inside of them somewhere, it's very combative energy. And also, it feels like this person holds on to grudges, but like grudges that they've created in their head. Like, I don't feel, I mean, every story is different, but it feels like this person, the way that they the way that they protect themselves is almost to make you their enemy, or people their enemy, you know? And so their responsibility is no longer, you know, under the microscope. Like, it's like, oh, that's another person's fault. That's your fault, Pisces. You did that. You made me do that. Here, it's like, no, 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 no. You don't get to do that because that's not accurate. That's not reality based. You need to be accountable for the way that you show up. You need to be accountable for when I ask you something, you tell me. You don't withhold things here, you know? And so I feel like we have somebody that is kind of being hit over the head right now in the universe, being like, you have to come correct. But also, this doesn't just apply to you. This applies to like multi-spectrum areas within this person's life where they have to like suddenly, you know, show up for themselves. Yeah, you know, the thing is, it's like this person feels small. And that I feel is another reason why they don't have it's like the fortitude or the desire to, it's like they're pulled in two directions here, Pisces. It's like there's the urge to want to come forward, want to communicate, want to be very like, okay, these are the things that have happened. This is what's going on without you. These are the, you know, it's like conveying things that have gone on. But then when it comes to like how they approach things, it's almost as if like they give up because they feel emotionally like, oh, well, Pisces is disconnected from me. Pisces doesn't care about me. Pisces doesn't see me as their family. Pisces doesn't, you know, it's like telling themselves all these things. And so it's like they're delaying giving any type of opportunity, or they're delaying giving any type of like communication, honest opportunity to grow or build here. It's like this person is our own worst enemy. Yeah, here, you know, it's like the way that you're looking at the situation, it's like, I don't want to say that. I feel like there's been a period of mourning for you. You have mourned this situation, but also it's coming to the understanding and realization of, you know, quick, I don't feel like you need to like write this person like a novel for them to understand what you're feeling. I feel like for you to convey your intentions and your thoughts and your feelings here, I feel like you're going to stick to the facts, Pisces, and you're going to convey very quickly in an honest manner. You're going to convey the things that you didn't feel were healthy about this connection, the things that you felt were dishonest about this connection, the things that you felt were, you know, where you were stabbed in the back, where you were lied to. It feels like you're dealing with somebody that hides a lot from themselves, first of all, but also in that, it's like they create this web of chaos that you've gotten involved in. And so while there's some aspect of this that you have like you may mourn for, or like it's like you're getting over it, it feels like you're getting over this period of pain, but also you're snapping back, you know, you're seeing new opportunities for you happening. And I feel like this person is recognizing that. If you're on social media, they're probably watching you. You know, I would say just keep living your life here. But right now, it's like, you know, you may be open to communication with them, but I really don't think that it's going to be long and drawn out. I feel like you know exactly what you feel and how you want to convey it. So just be aware of that. Yeah, I feel like between the two of you, it's almost like butting heads in how to make something happen. You know, I feel like Pisces, you probably tried their way of doing things and that didn't work. And that simply is because this person doesn't have a sense of stability. They don't show They don't show up with stability, Pisces. It's like they want you to care for them, or they want you to take on certain responsibilities that aren't necessarily yours. You may have done it in the past, but it doesn't feel like this is something that is yours to take care of. This is yours to hold on to, Pisces. It feels here that the energy is one of, you know, you letting down the burden of being the one that has to be present for everything here, but also them letting down the burden. It feels like what they've done or how they've approached the situation has been a burden to them as well, because it doesn't align with anything that they want. It just creates more chaos. And so it's like for them, their actions in their own life need to be ones that are better based in stability and seeking out a way to provide for themselves. I feel like that may also be something, Pisces, where it's like this person has not been successful, is like where they provide for themselves. And so it's like they latch on to people and they kind of like put them in a position of care. You know, you must care for me. And so that is a very um so I'm hearing that's disgusting, and I feel like that may be something that they are coming to an understanding of. It's like they don't like the way that they've operated, and it's not just with you, it's with other people, it's with situations in their life that have been like consistently problematic. I feel like the way that that's disgusting kind of comes through to me like a certain level of self-loathing is being presented here for this person, and it's challenging them to be better. It's challenging them to show up in life in a very different way. And that in itself almost seems like a mountain to climb up. It's like a Sisyphean feat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sisyphus, but he would push the boulder up the, up the hill, up the mountain, and eventually it would fall back down on him, and he'd do it again and again. And so it's like this person is dealing with this massive boulder that needs to be pushed up the hill, but it keeps falling down on them. And so that needs to be digested for them in a way that is honest. And I feel like that's a burden for them because it plays into almost every part of their life here, Pisces. I feel like your energy is just wanting to have your own sense of stability and like balance. It's important for you to pay attention to, I feel like some of you are learning new skills, or like some of you are endeavoring in different directions in your life. Maybe I don't think it's new hobbies. I feel like this is more like skill sets that you're acquiring, or maybe for the job that you already offer, it's like you are introducing new skill sets, new training, new techniques. I feel like you're starting to move forward in a way that's more stable for yourself. It's like you are building your opportunities for yourself here, Pisces. And I feel like that's actually something, when you take that initiative, it's like you kind of, it's like, what are those from the 70s, 80s? The Etch-a-Sketch. It's like that square box that has sand in it, and, magnetic sand, and you draw on it and then you shake it away. And when you shake it away, it all disappears. It's like this situation, when you put your effort towards a new direction, you're kind of shaking the situation away, which is good because it relieves you of the entanglement. It's like, I feel like you've been put into a position where it's like so much has been put on you, but also so much has been not necessarily yours to deal with. And then like the outcome, when somebody doesn't like the outcome, it's your fault, Pisces. And it's like, well, what? So here you are needing to just really, I feel like you're focusing yourself in a new direction that gives you an honest approach to something really lovely. Yeah, I feel here for you guys with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords in reverse, and Judgment at the bottom of the deck. I feel this energy, Pisces. It's like you're allowing yourself to move forward in a different direction here, rather than trying to hold on to the situation or this person, or like, rehash things so they can come together. It feels like, you've made up your mind. You can communicate with this energy in a very clear and concise way, because it's like you're not convoluted. You understand what's going on for you, and you don't know, or you don't want to involve yourself in something where it's like you don't know where it's going. So here I feel like you're allowing sleeping dogs to lie. I feel like you're allowing the pain to finalize in your life so that you can have a different direction here. I feel like this person is in a position in their life where it's like they're just starting to come together within themselves. And that's a very beautiful place to be. And it's also a very scary place to be, just because it's like they're getting to recognize their patterns. They're getting to look at themselves. They're getting to like do the work. And that can be really difficult for some people, especially when they place blame on everybody else, or where they don't allow themselves to show up in ways that are actually like authentic. I feel like this person has dealt with situations in their life where authenticity seems to kind of not exist, or it goes out the window, because like being authentic, being accountable for certain situations requires too much of them, and then to recognize that they've done bad things, it means I'm a bad person. So we just don't even want to go there, which just leads to more and more and more detachment from people, detachment from situations that are like honest and real. They miss out on people that are good for them, that show up in their lives, because they can't match the energy, Pisces. And with justice, yeah, justice in the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you're not holding on to this energy anymore. I feel like you're not really even wanting to like reconcile with this person. You're not wanting to, even for some of you, it's like you might not even be interested in maintaining friendship with this person. It feels here that you've had enough of this experience to recognize that your desires are elsewhere. I don't feel like you got what you wanted out of this, especially in a romantic sense, or like where somebody like honors you. Pisces are very in tune with like that energy. Like they'll give of themselves. A Pisces will show you how they want to be loved, which can be scary for people, just because sometimes people are not able to come to that type of personal self-awareness, that openness, the emotional expression. Some people can't do that. And so when Pisces shows up, they'll show you how they want to love, and want to be loved. And also Pisces will elevate you. Pisces elevates people because they can see the good in people. They can see the opportunities in people. But, there's only so much that a Pisces will do, and they'll do a lot. They'll bend over backwards multiple times. They'll turn themselves into pretzels. But at a certain point, they're like, well, this isn't doing anything. This isn't making anything better. This person isn't changing, And so here it's almost as if like you say, I give you back all of the stuff that you've given me, and I give you the opportunity to grow, because I'm not taking it on for you. You get to take it on for you. And that's that. And that's what it feels like you're doing. And I feel like you're making this decision to move forward in a way that is very purposeful. And I feel here, Pisces, that you are doing so in a way that is like you're securing your future. You're securing a new chapter in your future. You're creating a new chapter in your future. And I feel like it's one that's much more focused on yourself, So that's what I have for you. I hope that this reading is helpful. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. I love you. Bye.